Ooh, container. Nice. we had a lot of combat recently. Alright, now supposedly there might be a board of power on, like, the roof, but I don't know where that would be in relation to the other floor. Alright. It's devil time!
This was dark, but the story had to be dark. The devil's path was blood.
Get the fuck off of me! Whoa, that was a nice two-hitter. You get the shotgun for that. That was a big group. That was a flashbang group. In hindsight, that was a lot. I'm surprised the flare I used didn't like scare off the rest of them. That was unfortunate, but I understand. It was used to get out of a grapple, so less effective than if I had just pulled it out myself and then like tossed it to the ground. I think if you toss it to the ground just in general in this game, they're less effective versus.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Alan Wake 1.
Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play, and always in character.
Ooh, I thought we were going to be able to keep going up the floors. I thought I was supposed to follow the visions of Alex Casey. Can't fucking read those. Okay. 666 through 679 are on the right. 653 to 664 are on the left. We're 665. No, wait. Right. 665 isn't here because we talked to Tom in that room and it's just in a different place entirely. Where the fuck am I then on the map? It's just this own weird ass hallway. I imagine the blood leads all the way to room 666. Uh-huh. Well. Mr. Scratch was busy.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
I don't feel like it's gonna be that killer.
Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Ah, shit, dark presence! Ah! That makes sense! That my light. I'm gonna go ahead and close the door on you. Get fucked. Bye-bye! Oh, jeez.
Shit.
Just keep fucking running, Alan! Ignore all this! Ah! Oh, wait! Oh, no! He bamboozled me! I died! Ah! Well, that was rude. That was really rude. Oh my god.
You again.
Stop showing me what's the point of interest. Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright. We run over to the right, and then we go. Well, maybe if I just go a different way first.
Get the fuck away from me! Shit. Get away!
He does it either way! What a bastard! Hey fellas, how you doing? Just excuse me coming through. You want to join into the main body of the dark presence? Go for it, but I'm out of here.
I had to reach the overhead to
Fool me once.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
You know, I feel like being in a room of light just draws more attention to me. Like it would, in reality, just destroy the floor around this light to attack me. That's what I feel, at least. But hey, we made it out. Putting all my backup things in here. I guess I don't need to go back to room 666 ever again. Where the hell am I ending up now?
The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
Okay. We can make our way there. What happens if I apply climax to this part? Oh, from this angle.
Take care of any freaking questions. I've had enough of that freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions. I've had enough of that freaking gumshoe.
Come on, come on,
Too many freaking questions.
I like largely have it in view.
Freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions.
What the hell?
Freaking gumshoe dick.
Fucking gumshoe.
I've had enough of that freaking
There we go.
Enough of that freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions. Not letting us proper police take care of it.
This is our chance to make the powers that be happy. We'll be set for life. Part of the inner circle.
Well, amen to that, partner. I like it. And so will the fraternity, the club, the word. Our dear friends with many names. The way I see it, it was a lone nut job. A junkie out of his mind on some fancy new designer drug.
Open and shut case. All we gotta do now is dump the evidence from room 108 in the usual place in the alley.
The usual place, huh? Jeez. These jobs are fucked up. But hey, you know, the place is a little bit cleaner at least. What happens if I go upstairs and apply the climax to the rest of this area. Oh, wait. I go in here, and then... Oh, no, it's a different bathroom. Oh, but there is a container over here that I missed. Whoopsies. Sheesh! Okay, that's a lot of flare gun ammo, holy shit. Maybe I'll start to use it a little bit more often. I have to apply the climax to the rest of the level to see what changes. Also, stash this flare gun ammo. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. I didn't realize just how many stacks we had. I'm gonna go this way. We gotta clean this place up, right? Here's the aftermath.
I changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed.
Nothing new here. Just, you know, a little bit of crime scene lighting. A little bit less blood. I gotta go run into all those shadow creatures on the other side. Let me in!
I didn't have the key.
Horse shit. Normally Tim is super easy to get access to.
The dirty cops would make sure none of this would be traced back to their diabolical masters hiding in the dark.
Who are their diabolical masters hiding in the dark, though? What's really going on with the NYPD? Give me more. Give me health. Oh. You get locked out of the rest of the area if you climax this place. Okay. That makes sense. The area got locked off. It's a crime scene. Woo! Take it down a notch. Pre-show ritual. You guys weren't here before. Get away from me. Alright, I am missing something huge. Ah, fuck it. We'll go see what's going on with the, oh, shit. Hey, this is open. Okay, hold up. Don't follow me, shadow creatures. Get back. Aha! Wow, look at that. Room 209 key. Okay. I was about to just give up and head downstairs. Just finish this area off. Tim!
Hey, Tim. New map, huh?
Yep. Like, I've never been to New York, but I can tell you that this ain't it.
I heard you humming again.
Yeah, I can't get this song out of my head. It's a real earworm. I hear it in my dreams.
I know that song you keep humming. It's the theme from Night Springs.
That old sci-fi show?
It is?
Sci-fi horror anthology. I used to write for a long time ago.
Look, it sounds a bit nuts, but I think the song is connected to Door. Or it's my subconscious telling me that this is all pretty out there.
I want to find out more about this. What do you mean by that? Well, red-headed woman connected to Door. I know her. Where do I know her from? Her identity changes. Connected to polyhedrons. She will come for me. You know, I guess she might be connected to a polyhedron, right? Like with the board. I don't actually know what the fuck a polyhedron is off the top of my head. That's look, all right, we're a polyhedron. Yeah, that seems about right. All right, here are polyhedrons, and in which case you have this tetrahedron, aka the board, could be considered a tetrahedron. So, you know, maybe he's been seeing them. And I guess the red-legged lady he mentioned, now that he's mentioned her twice, is more than likely Jesse Faden. Now, one thing I've learned since the last time I played, in terms of, like, overall canon, apparently Remedy wants to make Quantum Break, like, part of its overall connected universe, with Control and Alan Wake and maybe even Max Payne. I'm not sure about that one. But apparently Microsoft owns the rights to it, so they actually can't do that unless they get the license from Microsoft, which, that's unfortunate. That would explain why it isn't already connected. Meanwhile, they're still using like some of the same actors from that. Well, I was gonna say show, but it was a game. Okay. So this map shows the spots that are connected. Oh, and there's supposedly one of the hallway over here. So wait, this shouldn't be here. I already grabbed the ballroom one. I guess because I didn't talk to Tim first. Some of these are already here, but okay. Whoa! What the fuck, dicks? Tim, you gotta let me know, man, when a shadow person comes into the room, alright? They're closing the door. Anyways, it showed there's an icon on room 101, which I think is supposed to indicate that I need to go to room 101. And then we know there's like something going on with room 223 that had arrows there as well, so like maybe I have to do something in room 101 and then room 223 will have access to it. But I got the map now. The thing I was needing this whole time for a little bit extra hint on what the fuck to do over there. Ay. They really did just... It just sat there. It was like staring at me in point blank range. At least it wasn't like a real hostile enemy. I wonder if, like, if I get attacked by a hostile while I'm in the mine places, like, I might genuinely not get any cues. You know, for the horror of it. Oh. What the fuck's going on over here? The fuck? Okay, that was weird. There was like this blur going on. I thought I was getting like seriously attacked. It was just a random, another shadow creature stalking me. Okay, we gotta head downstairs. Fucking hell. Is there anything I might want to get rid of? Not right now. We're good. Heading to room 101. Hey! You also going to room 101? What am I supposed to do here? And also, how do I get access to this second floor hallway? This is normally locked. I'm gonna have to change the scene in the rehearsal room or some shit. How do I get out of here? Or, well, not here, but how do I get my fucking word of power? I want my upgrade. It says something was in this room, but I got nothing. This is a load of barnacles. What the tits? Oh, I can just look at it from here. I thought I had to go into the hallway. Gotta find the specific angle for this. There we go. All right, we got another word. Word of war. I'm gonna go ahead and honestly, I'm gonna do this. Give me extra health every time I hit an enemy with a flare gun. That's a no-brainer. I get smacked by an enemy. I don't even have to like do it out of panic. I can just be like, I don't like that I'm not at max health. Bang. Easy, free heals. Forever. Alright, I'm Googling this one. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this. So, Google tells me that there's only 3 words of power in this chapter, and I got 1, 2, 3. We got all 3 of them. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I guess they're supposed to be, maybe they're container icons. Fuck. That's what they are. Now that I look a little bit closer, I was just so hopeful. I was wanting. I wanted more. But if I go back over here and then go like stare at the corner, there's probably a container over there, right? This right here could technically be what it was referring to, just a little bit extra loot. I don't like that. There should be like some consistency on the symbols used to represent stuff. If you use like fucking yellow arrows to refer to words of power, I expect every single one to lead me to a word of power during the Alan Wake sections. Now during Saga's sections, I don't really have the same expectation. Those are all over the place because the Cult of the Tree is doing random ass shit, you know? What happens if I change this to, We never did anything with this one. We're gonna try Haunted first.
My writing was affecting reality.
Okay. Still blocked off. Did I ever... Is there anything else that I haven't unlocked in this area? Not really. It's still weird that this is here. I'll run. I'm so tempted to run back there. Because if I can glitch the game and get 2 words of stuff from the same one, that'd be ace. That'd be pretty nice. Woo. What is he listening into there while he murders his victim? Oh. Well, that's not pleasant. Hey! You drowning her? Oh, jeez. Beware the drowned lady. I guess this is the overlap. I wish I could hear that a little bit more. Ugh, whoa. I heard thunder and lightning. From thunder and lightning, I was born. Which makes me think of Warland Door getting hit by lightning. The fuck does all this say? You on your friends will meet him when you are gone, lost on the shore between forest. In motion in his room, he will hurt her. In hers, he is caught. His story ends. Her story does. Not this is the ritual. The owl and the deer reflected in motion in his room. He will hurt her. In hers, he is caught. His story ends. Yeah, these are going all over the place. Lost on the shore between the forest and the ocean, the owl and the deer reflected in motion. In his room, he will hurt her. In hers, he is caught. His story ends. Her story does not. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. I still don't like the sound of this is the ritual to lead you on. Like, because it can be taken two ways. And the first way I'm taking it is like, oh, this is the ritual to deceive you while all this other stuff is happening in the background. This to lead you on. Alright, let's get this door open.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Somehow it was important.
Ugh. Who is this?
Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Are I still trapped? Yeah, the clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker? It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape, somehow. I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
Will I be allowed to? End of pod. Wow. Are we gonna hear that song that was on the radio? I want the lyrics. Nope. The lyrics are out of sync. All right. Well, that was an interesting little chapter. Investigating the hotel. I'm wondering, I hope we can find stuff in Saga's world, or maybe even just talk to Alex Casey and find out like how much of this actually happened. For all we know, none of this happened, even though we're seeing familiar faces like Ed and Tammy telling this story to Alex Casey. That's the only real problem I have with a lot of this. Is half of it's kind of like nothing in terms of like what's going on. It's just us shifting the world around and being like, oh man, bad shit happened here in these 3 different versions that we wrote out. It's like, I guess, yeah, we wrote that. Maybe, or maybe we didn't. Maybe we're taking parts of reality, and that's the stuff that's the meat of the sandwich that I want to bite into. What's really happening out there? Oh yeah. But we're making progress slowly wading our way through the ocean. In a fancy hotel. Yeah. I gotta get out of here. Maybe this time we can make contact with Alice properly. I'd like it if Alice made it back to the story. Oh, the water's no longer flooding the floor here. That's nice. Hey, I'm getting out of here. You don't gotta like follow me or anything. If you're real though, like you. Okay. Just confirming. Okay. I think we're relatively done here. The only thing left that we're aware of is this glitched out word of power that has me a little concerned. I will take the opportunity to run back, see what's going on with that, but I'm pretty certain it's gonna be nothing. It's just a weird little map glitch because I didn't have the... Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, I'm sorry! I said map glitch, but I didn't know that you were gonna go this far, alright? I wanted to go back and confirm what was happening with my actual map! The power of the dark place is real, you speak it, and it happens! Let me go, free me! I'm seeking further into the ocean. I'm going into the abyss. Oh God. Oh no, we're never gonna get out. Flare, save me. Free me from this dark prison. I'll throw another. Oh. That really did just keep going, huh? Right, that explodes eventually. Not as useful. Fuck it. Get out of here! That's kind of cool. That this just actually keeps going. Woo! Yeah! Alright, well, that's a reload. There are so many backup maps for the player. It's nice, I appreciate it. I definitely would have missed some. Yeah, I was right. It's just a glitch. And we are, well, to be fair, I knew that. But what I was hoping for was a secondary glitch where I get that extra little bit of power up. Because I hate that they made me have to choose right there. That was a mean thing to do. Not that they made me choose, but just like, I get my first word of stuff, and I was so excited to have it just mark everything on the map for me so I don't have to like miss anything. But instead, I have to put it towards inventory. Which should have just been the thing I find out in the world, because they already did it with Saga! Uh-oh.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
The rest of the Matrix had to fucking load in, I guess.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, An echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else?
You know, I can't fully tell. There's too many layers of Alex Casey there to, like, pull apart. Because you have Alex Casey, the fictional character that Alan wrote. You've got Alex Casey, the real-life human being that may or may not have come into existence from Alan riding inside the dark place. And then you have the Alan Casey that we're dealing with down here, who's investigating, you know, a case that may or may not be real in and of itself. It's... ugh. Confusing. Hey! Who covered my...
Scratch was closing in, gaining control. I couldn't let him escape the dark place. I had to keep him from Alice.
That was mean, Scratch. You don't gotta cover my statue in blood. You already cover all the walls in blood. It's a lot, really. Alright. I'm assuming what we're gonna find is part 2 of Alice Wake's documentary about the dark place. And then we get killed again. Or something. Take a picture of me. Smile!
Go to hell!
Alice? It's actually me! Thank you for using pictures to scare away Mr. Scratch.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
And more pictures. Oh, I see Alan with his head bleeding out, and then Mr. Scratch standing at the doorway. What does this say? No such thing as too personal. The photos are me. Okay. Just need to show a glimpse. Make you see what's beneath the surface. I think people are seeing more than a glimpse. Oops. Huh. Part 1, The Depths. Love is weakness. What's that about? I'm gonna look at our computer. Barry! How is everything? From Barry Wheeler to Alice Wake. May 9th, 2023. Hey Alice, everything good with you back home? Just checking in. Tried to call you, but you couldn't reach you. You're probably just deep in your creative process. I know how you artists get when you're in the middle of your projects. Everything else just disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. Still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want me to help with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the word. Your pal, Barry. Wait a second, joined a call. That's gonna be interesting. All right, I'll handle it. Hey Alice, Shark Circling. They now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie and or TV show and or, get this, a fucking video game. I told them to fuck off. Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. I hunted down her publisher and told them we'll sue. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Your pal, Barry. Checking in. Hey Alice, checking in because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in non-stop meetings with no breaks. Open Camino. I have considered peeing in a mug and lunches be damned. How these people ever get a movie made when all they do is sit in meetings is beyond me. Your pal, Barry. Hey Alice, you're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double, but I've joined a cult and I love it. Joking about it being a cult. Kind of. Blessed Wellness Retreat. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes, but these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels are through the roof. But then I was tipped off about the retreat. The best decision I ever made. I've never felt this good, and well, healthy. The guy who runs this place, Chester, is a goddamn miracle worker, not a wacko in any way. I know you think I'm full of shit, but I've lost a ton of weight. You wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here, that something bad would have happened if I'd stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me. Enough to turn anyone to a conspiracy nut. I hope you're good over there. Come visit anytime. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in my earlier emails. Your pal Barry, and then his early email from alright. Hey Alice, I'm more a fish out of water in Hollywood than I ever was in the Pacific Northwest wilderness. These yuppies with their glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had 6 fingers. And everything is so fucking great all the time, even when it's in fact the opposite. More than once I've thrown up in my mouth during meetings with these movie exec jerks. But I gotta be here to look after Al's legacy. Everyone wants to gobble up the film rights for the Casey books, and they have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to herd this horde of tan zombies in the general direction of something resembling good taste. I'm painfully aware of how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. He was a master of hating things deeply. For good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? Anyway, gotta hop on another video call now to talk about casting. Your pal, Barry. Well, at least Barry's keeping the torch going. And hey, maybe if we're lucky, he's setting some of that money aside for Alan's return. Or at least just give it Alice. That'd be good too. I imagine that is what's happening. Alice getting residuals in our place. But that's interesting. We got another name drop of the Blessed. But it sounds like it worked out with Barry, so they didn't do anything fucked up with him, even if they were maybe trying to keep an eye on him and get some random information from him.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals.
Wow. That's good.
I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for.
Yeah.
He still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
I hope that, she's been at least responding and not completely burying herself in all of this.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
Ah, jeez. Need to show you the truth on all screens. The darker, the better. This is all a result of her being dragged into the darkness in the first place, right?
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Did you take a picture of the crying kid? Part 2, the comeback. Weakness is clarity. Alan, I'm concerned about our wife.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
Well, clarity is purpose. Is there a part 4 to this? Hey, Scratch. Really weaseling your way into the real world, huh? The realization, purpose is strength.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Her lamp keeps turning off. She's being haunted. I'm about to be double killed again, aren't I? Ooh, or am I being killed for the first time? In the chair.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
No! Scratch!
No!
Ugh. Fuck. Well, technically that was our first death. Maybe? Ah, God, the loops. Where am I really? That is an interesting... twist. It's not Alan, or it's not Mr. Scratch who scratched out everything on the manuscripts and wrote in a bunch of new shit. It was Alan. So, huh. It's, some of those things that he wrote in the edited notes then are a little bit, darker, or dark, but maybe they were even darker underneath the underlying Scratch. But maybe Mr. Scratch also scratched out his own stuff? Ah. I don't know.
Don't you ever let me go. Forever I am play and pretend. Forever, never, wanting it to end. This message that you send to this winding road. It's just the beginning. Only the ending. Winding to me now.
I wish I was better with lyrics, like remembering them. I do think that some of these loop songs have been different lyrically from each other. So like it starts with the same thing, and then like the middle part's different and then ends the same way. They could be the exact same for all of them, and I just don't know because I forget every time. We're going forward. Bullet in my brain. The spirits return.
Stop me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
I mean, that's what he's already doing.
I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch.
Session. Things were getting worse at home. Alice's art project had consumed the apartment. She was obsessed with darkness, with finding the truth. All she could find was Scratch. I had to get to the writer's room behind my study. I needed the truth too. I needed return. Can I trust Zane? Get return before Scratch. Return is key. I haven't been reading all this. Saga Anderson helps. Hotel murder site. Oh yeah, Saga from when we were inside the room of the bathtub.